Super cool radio.
Hello, everyone. I am Matthew Thomas. You are watching Super Cool Radio. Got some very cool guests with me at this time. They're an awesome alternative metal band from Wisconsin. Please welcome Evernoir.
Hello. Hello.
That's so awkward in interviews.
Yeah.
Making up Evernoir, joining me now, we got Ben on vocals, Vic on guitar, Trevor on bass, Paul on drums, and Nathan on guitar. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, I started listening to you guys, I think, beginning of last year, I think either right after or right before you released Sadistic Heartbreak, because I started working with DI Records on a few interviews, so that's how I got listening to you guys. But I really like, obviously, your message and the music, and also just Ben, your killer vocals on there. I really enjoy them.
Well, thank you. Thanks for the support.
Of course. And so I know you guys are from Wisconsin. I've interviewed a few bands from Wisconsin on this show. So, like, what is the music scene like in Wisconsin?
It's very cover friendly. People want to drink. It's Wisconsin, right? They want to drink and listen to songs that they know. So that can make things really challenging for the original bands. We get yelled, "Play Freebird" a lot.
Yeah. Do you guys play Freebird?
No. But that has been a lot of the feedback that we get after shows is you guys should play some songs that people know, play some covers, and we're all about original. So
yeah, there's plenty of bands out there to do that.
Yep.
Very oversaturated amount of bands out there that will do that. And I think a big struggle with the whole scene right now is that a lot of it is a lot of metalheads are kind of introverted, and a lot of where the live music's taking place is bars and establishments that don't really sit well with them. So it's hard to get people to go out there to, especially when we have like a younger audience too that's under 21. Mm-hmm. It's hard to get them a place that's all ages around here because it's all bars and everything like that. So it's a struggle.
Yeah. Yeah, we got kind of something similar. I'm in Indiana in South Bend, so I'm terribly far away from you guys. But yeah, it's very cover friendly here too, where it's mostly like cover shows and stuff. But like the thing around here is we don't really have like very many venues, and if they are venues, they're only like they're bars, they're 21 and over. So it's hard to get like that all ages show.
Yeah, we definitely need more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have very few all age venues.
Yeah, same around here as well. So. I really like original music. That's mostly like the shows I go to is mostly original music because covers are cool and all. But if I'm not seeing the original band, I mean, it kind of waters it down for me a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely respect to the cover bands. It's not the scene we play.
Exactly. Yeah. So focus on you guys. I'm chatting with Evernoir here. So how did you guys get started as musicians before joining Evernoir?
Oh, geez.
Go for it, y'all.
Yeah, I played a lot of rock band.
A lot of rock band?
Yeah. And then a friend of mine was like, "Hey, you're pretty good at the drums. Do you want to drum in my band?" And I was like, "All right." And then I haven't stopped drumming.
I feel like that happened to a lot of people, though.
For drumming or
especially for drumming? For music, yeah I think the guitar doesn't really translate.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I just always wanted to play guitar. So I worked my ass off one summer when I was like 13 and bought some equipment, and it was terrible. And I just kind of struggled through it until I figured it out. All these damn kids got YouTube and stuff to learn from. I'm too old for that.
Nate, you've got some experience.
I suppose, yeah. Well, my dad started teaching me, and then took some lessons, and then I played in like band and stuff in high school, and just kept with it. It's just kind of the cornerstone of my life. And then I was playing like open mics and stuff, and then I saw a Craigslist ad for Evernoir, and then the rest is history. Yeah.
For me, I kind of had the same rock band thing. I think that's what really made me want to do something. It made me pick up the drums in the first place, which it didn't take, especially not having a good place to live and practice. You know how difficult that is. Mm-hmm. I do. But then I switched over to guitar, which I still play guitar from time to time, but on a whim, I bought a bass because I just wanted to keep learning every new thing that I could possibly learn. And then bass just stuck with me. And I've always had an interest in singing and doing like vocals and stuff too. So I've always kind of practiced that on my own. And then Evernoir was the first place that I was really ever able to like expand on that and see what I could do with it. So that was really neat to do. It was really neat.
Yeah. Yeah, he had approached me and saying he wanted to do some more clean vocals, and asked if we could maybe make a spot for him. You know, this was pre-bass position, obviously, and I wrote the Rats of Hamlin for the two of us to sing together, so he killed it on that. I've been singing, God, since I could talk. I've always loved singing. I didn't really start getting into metal until I was about 15. I started listening to a couple bands, and then I kind of like crash coursed at about age 19. And at 19, I was like, I want to be a metal vocalist. And I started learning, like experimented growling and things like that. But I'd previously been in choir, and just always thought of myself as a singer. You know, back in elementary school, I was trying to put together like little girl bands, like in the 90s, you know, like let's do dancing and sing these really stupid lyrics I wrote.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yes.
That's really cool. Yeah, definitely. You're not the first person. Sorry, going back to Paul. You're not the first person to say that Rock Band inspired you to play an actual instrument. I know a couple musicians I've interviewed that said, "Yeah, started playing Rock Band, and I got really good, and then I was like, transition to real life. It can't be that much harder."
It couldn't be that much harder. Can't be that much more expensive.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
Right. It's just a little bit more. I mean, plastic compared to real instruments, it's not that much more expensive.
No. Yeah.
Rock Band gave me this unrealistic, like it set a bar, an unrealistic bar for like stage costumes too. For me. Like I'm always chasing after those stage costumes. I actually got my first O-ring belt, and it's like the O-rings are super huge, but I wanted one ever since I saw one in Rock Band. So I'm always like chasing after those costumes. Thanks, Rock Band.
Thanks for setting unrealistic standards for all of this. But yeah, definitely. I mean, it has to expire. Then for you, how was it transitioning from as you said, you sung in choir to like becoming like a metal vocalist? Was it like hard of a transition, or was it just like that was like a natural progression for you?
Yeah, it was a difficult transition. I didn't think of it that way. But honestly, our first couple of years as a vocalist, I was rough. I technically learned how to sing in a falsetto or a head voice. So, and I wasn't actually properly trained on using my diaphragm or really how to use my voice to the best of its ability and really like nailing notes and everything. It's been in the last couple of years that I've really honed in on that, and I'm learning so much more about my voice and developing it and everything. So yeah, those first couple of years, you know, like I listened to recordings of it, and it's like, it's so bad. It's it's hard to listen to your own voice as it is, but I'm trying to get better at praising myself. I'm quite proud of how I've progressed these last couple of years. So, yeah, I would say that it was actually challenging for me to go from singing folk songs to metal. Yeah.
That's bit of a it's a bit of a transition, definitely. Just a little bit between the two genres. But that's really cool. I think definitely you guys have really hit your stride. I think as a band, from from what I've heard from last year, and before that as well. But I think you're definitely hitting your stride with the music. I think with the vocalists and the music as a whole.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So obviously, so we heard about how you guys started as musicians, but how did you guys come together as a band, and how did you choose the name Evernoir?
I just pointed to it automatically. I met Vic back when I had been on Craigslist, and there was an ad for a singer, and this is, when I was like, I'm going to be a metal vocalist, but I don't know how yet. I answered the Craigslist ad, and I went in, and it was a band called Cobalt Aria at the time. And I auditioned, and there was some, disagreements about whether or not they wanted a female vocalist, and I really couldn't scream yet, and so the members really wanted some screaming. And
strangely, I was the one that didn't.
Here we are. Yeah. You're welcome. So the bassist at that time, Ed, who is one of our original members, he had messaged me. We stayed in touch. I had bowed out. I didn't want to break up the band. He messaged me and said he was thinking about leaving and wondered if I would be the vocalist. And I said yes. And he dragged Vic with him. And then we met this guy because we transitioned over. And, Nate joined us from Craigslist, and Trevor on bass with vocals. We came across the name. We were going through a number of different name ideas. I thought of Evernoir on my way to work one morning. I was listening to Alisana, and I heard the word Evermore, and it just clicked. And I knew it right away, like Evernoir, that's it. And when I presented it, it just all kind of clicked. It worked with the lyrics, the message, everything, because, ever black, it's a darkness. So, for a lot of people, depression never really goes away. It's a lifetime struggle. So it really meshed.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely for real. Definitely. And depression is definitely, you have good days and bad days, but like everybody kind of goes through those ups and downs as well. But you touched on a little bit. So what is the message of the band Evernoir?
We focus around abuse and suicide awareness. My lyrics were always headed in that direction. I have always been very passionate about helping people because, what I went through then means something, I am so much more mentally sound now than I was. And I wanted to help other people. And I started talking to these guys about it and, just kind of feeling it out. And we realized we all did share a background in depression, and music helped all of us. That was common ground. So it kind of became a really easy thing to say, this is going to be something that we fight for, because it's still such a taboo to certain generations to talk about it, and it shouldn't be. You need to bring light to that and kill that toxic positivity too, and just let people know that they're not alone and there is a way out. And music is such a therapy, so we wanted to offer that.
Yeah, it really is. It's a very powerful tool because, you can express emotions that you didn't know you were feeling in music. You can feel it in the music. So I think music definitely is a very powerful tool, and especially as you said, with the taboo of mental health and stuff, that still some people are not as comfortable talking about it and stuff. But just to feel that you're not alone, that other people go through this as well, I think it's a great message.
We agree.
I'm glad. But I've heard a rumor that you guys are working on new music. Can you touch a little bit on that?
Yeah.
Maybe.
We're trying.
It's not that big of a secret.
Yeah, we're working on our next album. We do have a release coming on the near horizon without giving anything away. But what's changing about this, like we are getting a little heavier so far. And that's been pretty exciting. During quarantine, I learned how to fry scream with Melissa Cross, and I've been honing that with Mary Zimmer of Voice Hacks. So the new music is really featuring a lot of that and some awesome kick-ass riffs and some excellent drumming, and it's all sounding really sick. I'm very excited to be sharing it. And obviously, we're gonna hit the studio and push that out where we can. We've been pretty busy with shows, happily. So
Yeah.
writing has been a little spottier than it was with Heart's Deception, but it's a good reason to be delayed on writing.
Yeah. No, we're working too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a good reason that there's obviously shows coming back that you can, you put a little break on the writing, because obviously shows are coming back, live shows, which is awesome. I'm very happy for it. I'm glad that we have shows again. That actually I'm probably going to go broke by the end of this year with every band announcing a tour in June. My bank account's at zero by July. So yeah.
Yeah, that's good to see the scene coming back.
Yeah, a lot of people are really excited just to be outside and in a group.
Yeah.
So I think everybody kind of needs it.
Oh, for sure. Especially when everyone's couldn't be out and do stuff. It's really cool that we actually have the opportunity to actually have concerts again, because I've met so many great people with just going to concerts and stuff. So it's nice that we have live music again, because I love it. It's what I love.
Yeah, we love connecting with people at shows too.
For sure. And for anyone who hasn't seen you guys, what can they expect from a Evernoir show?
Me trying to dodge that.
A lot of smoke and hair.
Yeah, so much hair.
Well,
Yeah.
not from.
Energy.
Wow.
Beard hair.
There you go.
Facial hair.
We definitely don't take ourselves too
Yeah.
seriously.
Oh my
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
I think what we get hit with most is I love the energy. We have a very energetic stage, especially I would definitely say I can't sit still. I know personally.
Yeah.
I'm not still at all. Even for 3 seconds, I make things hard on photographers. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
You can guarantee a string will break on Vixen.
Yeah, that's been pretty consistent.
Put money on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to break a string.
And you can expect a drinking game. We call him Vic without a pick. I point back here. It looks like I'm pointing at Nate.
Learn your camera.
Yeah.
There you go.
We call him Vic without a pick. So every time he drops a pick, take a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think it's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, we just hope they don't die.
We should give you a thumb pick.
I've tried it. It doesn't work.
No, damn.
It's great.
It's so
Well, what's the highest number that's got to?
What's that?
What's the highest number that drinking game has got to?
Probably at least 10.
I want to say 12.
12?
Yep.
Yeah,
Let's say we've gotten up to 12
right.
drinks.
I go through a lot of picks. A lot of picks.
And now strings.
Yeah, and evidently strings now.
Yeah.
Every
That's
show
a new
we've played
thing.
this year, he's broken a string.
Yeah. I spent a year off, so now I get a huge adrenaline rush as soon as we walk out there.
So excited.
Yeah.
You just spent all the pandemic just doing curls.
That's
Yeah.
Do you always break a string? Is it almost at the end of the set, or is it a couple songs in?
It's towards the end. Yeah.
Okay.
Usually towards the end.
Sometimes it'll be just
Yeah, just randomly.
Yeah.
But I haven't done it.
Don't say
I've done it literally every single show that we've played this year.
Yeah. It's
It's crazy.
We practiced a couple weeks ago, and I broke 4 strings.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
He grabbed his backup guitar and then broke 3 more.
Yeah, then I had to go inside and get my just recording guitar, and yeah, it was bad. Very, very bad.
Keeping Ernie Ball in business.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy stock in Ernie Ball. We're going live again.
Yes.
You're the one keeping the stock prices up. Oh yeah, we got another order from Vic, man. That's like this week.
I call it Vicflation.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's good.
Sponsorship at this point.
I should.
Yeah.
How many you buy?
Afford to eat.
Yeah, I need more strings. I desperately need more strings. Please help me. Please sponsor me. That's really cool. Hopefully, so you broke 7 strings in a day. That's pretty impressive.
And I was 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
4?
3 guitars, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Still,
I broke 3 on the 1 guitar.
Yeah, that's the
Impressive.
yeah.
Part.
By itself. Yeah. Well, you can expect that in Evernoir show, dropping picks and breaking strings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys signed with DI Records, I believe, last year, right around pandemic. I want to say last year. So how'd you guys get hooked up with DI Records?
I was Facebook friends with Dakota, the owner, and he was kind of purging Facebook friends when he found us, and just kind of checking out Facebook friends' band pages and all that. And yeah, he stumbled across us, and I got a very excited, eager message.
Yeah.
So needless to say, I did not get removed from the friends list. Yeah, we were all really excited to sign on with them. It was a cool deal, and they've been good to us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Especially I work with DI Records on interviews, as I said, and what I really noticed about Dakota and DI Records is that like he really cares about the artists. He wants them to make it. He wants to get them distribution. He wants to get them interviews. Like he wants to actually help artists instead of just signing them to say they've been signed.
Yep. Couldn't agree more.
For sure. And I did like the one line where we were setting up this interview that you were a shark on stage. So I did like that. That was the Dakota line.
Yeah. I have a thing for sharks. So there's actually like a whole pile of shark plushies just off screen here. Some of them from Dakota.
I can see that. I think Shark was Shark Week coming up, or is that already? Oh, nice.
It is coming up. I'm so excited.
Yes, I thought I saw a commercial for it. I was like, oh, Shark Week's coming up. That's pretty cool. So because they always do a bunch of insane stuff with sharks, and that's always cool.
Yeah. I love that we're learning more and more about them too. I'm just collecting all the information.
The stuff that gets me is like when people are in a shark cage with like a bunch of sharks swimming around them. Like that's cool. I'm good. I don't want to do that.
Bucket list.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Well, I would like to see that one day. I want to see that. Maybe you'll be on Shark Week one day. So
I would love that.
Would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That should be a life goal.
Yeah.
Definitely.
right on for sure. All right, so obviously you guys have been banned for obviously musicians, as we talked about, and a band for a while. So what's kind of advice for up and coming musicians and people thinking about starting a band?
I'd say just stick with it. Like there's always hurdles that you have to jump over, especially just starting out, learning structures for stuff, honing your craft. Like it can get hard sometimes, and it can be pretty easy to just go, nah, I'm just gonna stop. But like, if you just keep pushing, you're just gonna be so happy.
Yeah.
Well, with like the progress and stuff, you know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. You're just gonna be so happy.
It's like the tone, the change of tone. That's what made me laugh.
Cotton candy sprinkles.
Yeah, like the hard work and tenacity trumps the raw talents. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so
if you want to be successful, it's going to cost a lot more money and a lot more time than you think it does.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're going to go hungry a lot more often than you think.
Yes, and tired.
Yeah.
So tired.
Yeah.
I would say stay true to yourself, because everybody and their brother in this industry is going to try to tell you how to do things, and that you're not good enough at this, you're not enough of this, you're doing this wrong. Why don't you have everything available right away for free? You know, like, make stuff available that you want to make available. Sell your product the way that you want to sell it, and make sure that it's your own brand. Like, definitely. Sorry, Vic.
No, I'm sorry. I was trying to. If somebody's telling you that you're doing something wrong stylistically, you're on the right path. Honestly, like, if they think that you should sound more like X band, whatever band they're trying to compare you to, and they can't, you've done something right.
Yep. And crap. Now I've lost my.
I would say show yourself to people that are going to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Yeah.
I know I've known a lot of people who they just get lied to about the things that they're putting out. Oh, this sounds so good. And then they bring it to actually honest people and they get destroyed because it's not actually good. They just don't want to hurt their feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember what I was going to say now. It's important to heed advice, like, of people that you trust and the people that have been around this industry for a really long time. You know, definitely don't snub them. And that's, you know, not what I'm trying to say when I say stay true to yourself. But a lot of it is a money grab. You know, people reach out and they're like, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong, because they're trying to belittle you so you buy into whatever it is they're trying to sell. You know, buying their way onto their playlist or their studio or, you know, whatever it is. But then you also have those fans will be like, why are you doing this and not this? Like, why are you releasing albums? Singles are where it's at. Why are you releasing singles? I want an album. Like, you're not going to make everybody happy. So make sure that you make yourself happy.
Yep. Yeah, I like all that advice because, I mean, obviously that applies to music, but I also think that applies to, like, life in general. Just, you know, for some stuff, I know a lot of people have told me with my show, oh, you should do like this, you got to be like this person and stuff. And, like, I know who to listen to, who to not when it comes to stuff. But I also, at the same time, I just want to have fun because I think that's, like, the ultimate goal for, like, anything you do for, you know, obviously if it's a band or a podcast, whatever, it's all about having fun at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Being happy.
Happy.
Marshmallows and
Back
unicorns.
to
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eating unicorns and riding marshmallows.
Yes.
Sure. I might name that video that now. Yeah, and also, you know, like, going hungry. If you keep breaking strings, I mean, you're probably going to go hungry eventually.
Yeah. It just,
we're all going to starve because of Vic. Thanks so much.
He's going to go bankrupt. We're going to have to start dipping into the band funds just for strings.
God.
I could see that happening.
We should have a tip jar
Or, like,
Vic's string fund.
Yes.
Yeah.
You might have to set that up, yeah.
I wonder how much money I've spent cleaning blood off my guitar.
Not as much as on strings.
No. No, like, it's awful. I bet it's worth like $15.
It's not that much.
I bet it is.
Yeah, well, Gary Holt has an entire guitar painted in blood, so how much did that cost?
Steve Vai.
Remember me saying we're a chatty bunch?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to step in that. But hey, blood design on a guitar, that probably look pretty cool though. And you could say it's legit blood too. That's not paint, that's my blood.
Yeah. Well, there's like 3 blood paint guitars I can think of. Steve Vai's got his 2 signature models.
It's not the time for this.
They look kind of weird actually, but still cool.
So yeah, bloodstained guitars I guess they look kind of cool. I guess. Anyway, sorry, getting back on track. 'Cause I'm the host. I have to do stuff. What music have you listened to this week?
Oh,
You go first.
That's not the reaction I was hoping for.
It's mostly like trying to remember. I have a bunch of random playlists.
A few bands came out with these, like Machine Head came out with a new single.
Did they?
Yeah, well, a couple of weeks ago. and that sounded pretty good. And then like King Woman had a single, Morning Star, and then Death Heaven. They're kind of they're kind of like a like indie like death or black metal band. They had a single come out. That's what I've been listening to. I'm always cycling through like Meshuggah and Gojira. It's kind of always on my playlist. But, yeah.
I think that like our reaction to the question is not so much like, it's not negative at all. It's more like we listen to a lot of variety. So it's like, how do I narrow this down?
Yeah, basically.
I think for me though, like this week, I've been vibing with NF, Faith Marie, always Infected Rain, every week, like forever. And Miley Cyrus. I've been jamming out to some Miley this week.
I've been listening to, when I'm not listening to the radio, I've been listening to like the Lucid Furs. They're pretty underground, but I think they're going on tour soon, and I think they're releasing an album soon. Kind of excited about that. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that stands out.
AM radio.
I've been trying to listen to the radio to kind of figure out. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what other people are listening to, I guess. Yeah, I'm not having any luck there.
I've been jamming Upon a Burning Body, After the Burial, 12-Foot Ninja.
There we go.
Nice.
You guys are fun.
Yeah, super fun. Yeah, new song coming out soon, which I am pumped for.
And I've been listening to Red Fang's new album. I listened to a lot of Municipal Waste, Warbringer lately, Havoc too. A lot of thrash metal. Anthrax is always in my circulation.
Yeah.
It's my favorite of the big four, surprisingly.
Big four.
Yeah. Somebody has to like Anthrax, and I figured it might as well be me.
Yeah.
Honestly, Anthrax is one of my favorite bands. So, I mean, I can't. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that. So,
he knows what's up.
Yeah,
all right.
Fighting you?
Vic does.
Vic fights.
I was looking at Vic.
I already know that I'm generic. I'm Metallica guy.
So this week I've been listening. Obviously, I've been listening to Evernoir and Lines of Loyalty. If you're another Wisconsin band, if you're familiar with them.
Nice.
Do
you know what area they're from? Roughly.
What's that?
Do you know what area of Wisconsin?
Kenosha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think Milwaukee area. Like I just saw this.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm seeing them live next week. So like I'm it's them and the Almas, another great Wisconsin.
Yeah, we're friends with the Almas.
That makes sense.
Yeah, those are cool guys.
Yeah.
It'll be a good show.
Oh yeah, for sure. Plus I'm doing an interview with the Almas at the venue, so I'm really excited for that too.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Because they're awesome. But I've interviewed both before, so that's why like you're the third Wisconsin band to be on the show. So
Lucky number 3.
Yeah.
So obviously listen to a lot of Wisconsin music, and then I don't know if you're familiar with the Failsafe. I just saw them like live a few weeks ago. That's when I started listening to them. So I'm like, I'm digging their like pop metal electronic kind of vibe.
Yeah, we played with them a couple years ago.
Yeah, at Part Wolf in Minneapolis.
Oh yeah.
Where's it? One of the in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
There we go.
It was, I think, their first show back after hiatus.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they've been doing pretty well. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, they put on a really good show too. Like I was really impressed for like not really knowing too much about them, then seeing them live. They put on a very good show.
That's cool. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure. So obviously we're coming close on the time, so I'm going to be wrapping up this interview. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I do got one more thing before I let you guys go. What can we expect for Evernoir for the rest of the year to close out 2021?
Some singles, new music,
new music, more shows.
Yeah, and we're gonna keep bringing it at shows. We're gonna keep slaying. So we want to focus on increasing our radius. So hopefully coming to some newer cities and meeting some new people and
new artwork too.
Yes, some new artwork.
Yeah.
New. So growth, developing, hopefully coming to a show near you.
I love it. I love to see you guys live. I see all the action photos you guys take. So
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we'd love to play there.
Yeah.
It's goals.
Mm-hmm.
that's right. It's all about having goals. If you don't have goals, you're not doing anything.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. For Ben, Vic, Trevor, Paul, and Nathan of Evernoir, I am Matthew Thomas of Super Cool Radio. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.